What it do, fam? Well, it's been 7 days, and I told you I'll check back in and let you see what was actually growing. And if you remember, I'm starting all of these plants indoors. And it's been 7 days, and we got action. Those Georgia collards, they actually starting to grow. That kale that I got planted, they growing as well. It's been 7 days, and they all starting to grow. And remember, we growing all of these plants indoors, and in 6 to 8 weeks, it'll be around about March, and we'll transplant all of these plants outdoors in the garden. Now that red kale is actually starting to grow this morning. Got a few of them coming up. This that red Russian kale. Got a few of them coming up this morning. But those Georgia collards doing real good right now. They all coming up. Got 24 slots, and in each slots got about 4 plants. And as they mature a little more, I'll pick out the weak ones and just keep the strongest looking ones. And just think about it. You know, it's 24 slots in all. So in all, that's about $100 if we went to Home Depot or Lowe's over to Walmart to get these plants. So just think about what we saving by growing these ourselves. Those watermelons, cilantro, eggplants, the peppermint, the okra, and the cucumbers, they haven't started doing anything yet. But all in all, you know, in a couple of more days, they gonna start growing. Those red onions haven't started doing anything yet, but you know, in time, they gonna grow too. And those tomatoes, slices that I had, they breaking down real good. And in a minute, if you watch my last video last year on tomato slices, you know, these are going to be full of tomatoes because each slice has about, 30 some seeds in them. And so a couple of days ago, I started those peppers, seeds that I was germinating. I put them up in this little container and covered them right on up. And, as they grow, we'll be transplanting those into the garden. I was eating on an orange the other day, and it was full of big seeds. And I basically peeled the wrap off those seeds, and I transplanted them into, this container here. And so as they start to grow, we're going to grow them too. You remember, I got that lemon plant. It's still growing, and it's still doing real good. I'm in zone 7, so, they don't do real good in that cold weather, but I've been keeping them inside during this winter. And this here is some paper towel cores, that little brown thing that's in the middle of the paper towel. I just cut them up and filled them with dirt. And I squeezed some grape tomato, different color grape tomatoes inside of them. Each one has one grape tomato seed squeezed in it, so you can see how many seeds are actually in one grape tomatoes. Full of seeds. I'm not going to cover these up. I'm going to leave them just like this. And as they break down, the plant's going to start coming up. So for every seed, going to be a plant. And I was eating on a real delicious apple. And took the seeds out of it and planted those in this container. So we're going to have some apples up in this one. But all in all, it's been 7 days. And we got action. Got those kales growing. Got those collard greens growing. So like in 7 more days, I'll check back in and let you see what else starting to grow and how everything is looking. But, growing these indoors. And so around about March during the springtime, we'll put these outdoors in the garden. We just dig it.